Hi everyone, it's Marcy Denning here, Stampin' with Marcy. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. For those of you who have been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I truly do appreciate it. And for anybody new, welcome, and I thank you for checking me out, and I hope that I inspire you to get creating. I sell everything that I share with you. And if you would like a catalog, if you are in Canada and you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like a catalog, please let me know. I would be happy to send you one. Hi, Anne-Marie, how are you? Today I am sharing a adorable card with you that uses the brand new Back on Your Feet stamp set. This was a must-have for me, and I just received this last night. So first thing this morning, I got playing with it, and I really like this giraffe. So this is what I created, and there's the inside. And I am using my brand new pigment sprinkles. These are the new watercolor crystals that are the Stampin' Up! Colors. So I have some baby wipes off to the side here. So they come in Mango Melody, Melon Mambo, Gorgeous Grape, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, and Bermuda Bay. Now I want to show you as well, Stampin' Up! Was really thinking when they created our very own pigment sprinkles for us, because as you recall, the brusho, you had to poke a hole in them and then either keep a push pin in it, or I covered mine with washi tape. Look at this. The lid screws off, and it has this really easy stopper lid that you just put back in. Isn't that cool? And then, hi Stephanie. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe my hands because just touching it, it gets everywhere. Can you see that? Bit of yellow there. That's just from touching it, and I don't want to get anything on my cardstock yet. So we're going to be working with that today. And let's move that to the side for a moment. We have new watercolor paper. It's called Fluid 100. And I think it's a little lighter. It's not quite as vanilla. And it is premium archival cotton watercolor paper made with a combination of traditional paper making techniques and modern technology. This results in a natural white color paper with subtle texture that shares qualities of expensive mold-made paper, and it's acid-free. So this comes, you get 10 per pack, and it is 5 inches by 7 inches. So can you, I don't know if my camera is going to pick that up or not. It is quite smooth, and I have just started playing with it, but look at my cardstock here. It is not all bowed. I have found my initial play with it, it really does hold its shape. It doesn't curl like the other one. So I am thrilled with it, and I'm going to have to get some more on order right away, because I was like, wow, this stuff is awesome. So the colors I am using are Mango Melody is my cardstock base, and then Soft Suede. So, and then this is Thick Whisper White cardstock, and I have paired it with a bit of our burlap ribbon. And then I'm using my Stampin' Blends in the light and dark Mango Melody and the light and dark Soft Suede. So I am going to just clear my area here and bring in, I use this, I got this giant pizza box years ago from a local scrapbooking store. As you can see, it's quite dirty inside, and you can probably see the shimmer with it a bit too. So I use this all the time for catching sprays and drips and all that kind of stuff whenever I'm doing some fun, messy crafting. So let's just move everything else out of the way because pigment sprinkles are so fine and they get everywhere. So I want to kind of contain it, and I don't want to get any pigment sprinkles on anything else. So I'm just clearing my area here. Okay, so I have a Stampin' Spritzer. They are, I believe, is it in our tools section? That's okay, Anne-Marie. Thanks for stopping by. So this is just filled with tap water, and I am going to, off camera here, I'm just going to wet my card front here. And I should say I also have a paper towel off to the side right here to sop up any of the excess. You can, with your pigment crystals, you can either sprinkle it on your cardstock dry and then wet, or get your cardstock wet first and then sprinkle and to get it moving more, and then come back with your water. All right, so I'm opening it up, and you can use as much as you want. And every time you do it, it's going to look a little different. Okay, move that to the side. And I'm coming in with my Daffodil Delight. And you can see the water is activating those color crystals right off the bat. So then I'm going to come in and fill in some of those holes. Okay. And now make sure that my nozzle is turned. I can see it, so now I know that turn it the other way so I don't spritz myself in the face. And then come in and hit that with some more water. And look at the way that is just moving about. You could leave it like that and have it dry, or you can add more, which is what I'm going to do, more water, because I want that to really move around and cover my card stock front here. So I'm just kind of picking it up, and I see that there's not really anything at that end. So if I use my spray in a directional, it's going to push that color, the stream of water. And then you know what? I want a bit more of my mango. And I've got nothing down here, so get some more water there. And you can come in and add more layers of your color later on after it's dry. Really build that up. Hi, Debbie, how are you? I came on a little later today. I wasn't sure actually if I was going to be coming on or not. And I want to avoid putting my fingers on here. So, because I don't want thumbprints. And look at the way that's moving. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I've got a couple dots right there. So I am going to lift this up, fold this over. Oops, I just hit that. And I'm going to directionally spritz that. There. And see, more water is hitting that, and it is now moving that color. And every time you do it, you're going to get a different look. Wipe this all down, and then take my paper towel piece here, and I'm going to take and sop up. I don't want a line of the water. And you can also take and blend that out so that it's not such a strong dotted area. Okay, so now I'm going to just take this and move it to the side. Put this back in and get this out of the way. And hopefully I didn't soak it too much while it dries while I am creating the rest of the card. Okay. Yes, look at my fingers. They are yellow, orange. It is everywhere, but that just means I am having fun creating. Okay, I think that's probably okay. I'm gonna hope anyways. I don't want to get color all over my cardstock. So now I'm going to bring in my cardstock, and as you see, because I used that, my area is now clean. So okay, out of the way. I'm going to bring in my tuxedo black. I guess my thing is a little high. My host code is not showing. Let me move my tray down just a smidge here. I'm a little out of sorts. So, okay. So when you're shopping in my online store for the month of June, please use my host code. Is it? Yeah, I think it's there. Pull that just a smidge more. All right, I have 2 of the stitched rectangles, one in case I mess up. And then I have everything else all cut and ready to go. So I need, bring this over. I need my insert paper and this here, and I have my cute giraffe and my sentiments here. So I am inking up my giraffe. I always like to flip my larger images over like that to get the coverage on there. And then I'm going to bring my stitched rectangle here, line it up so that it's fairly straight, and stamp it down. So this, perfect. This stamp set can be found on page 83. And look at these cute, 2 cute samples that Stampin' Up! Has given us. See, the one sentiment is, "This is not good." Isn't that funny? I think it's adorable. So I'm going to stamp my giraffe again. And I'm only inking up the top part because I'm just going to have him the bottom corner here. And we're just going to put him just like that. Remember, no naked insides. You want to have a nice greeting image on your inside of your card as well. Oh, and I think I'm a little heavy-handed on that, so let's just stamp that off to see, and that's okay, I think. So my son Connor is at work today, and he's got my vehicle with him, and when he is done work, he is driving to Toronto to pick up Danielle and Buffy. So it's going to be so nice to have her and Buffy home with us for the weekend. Sunday is actually Brad and I's 30th wedding anniversary, so we've got a few friends and family coming over on Saturday night for a little bit of a 30th anniversary party. I was really hoping that it was going to be, oh shoot, there's a hair on here. And this is why I have, now what did I do with that? It's over there. Because I'm fussy. There was a hair on that. I got it off, but look at that. I wasn't paying attention, and I don't like that. So I am going to redo it. It's fine. If that happens to you and you're okay with it, it's fine. But for me, now let me just look. For me, that's not quite good enough. So all right. Let's try this again. There is always hairs and fluffies floating around my house. I shed like crazy. I don't understand why. And even though Danielle moved out with Buffy and Marshall, her cat, quite a while ago, I still find cat hair. That stuff just gets everywhere. Okay, that's better. So because we've just stamped that, we're going to give that one a moment to dry, and we're going to do this giraffe here. So I'm going to start by taking my dark Mango Melody. Let me just move this, make sure that I'm in view. There. All right, so I'm taking my dark Mango Melody, and anywhere that there is these lines that Stampin' Up! Has given us to show a bit of shading, I'm just going to come in here and add my darker Mango Melody so that I think I've got it all. And then I'm going to go over it with my light. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not doing tons of blending. I'm just doing a little bit. It is a very miserable day here in southwestern Ontario. It's been pouring, and I'm really hoping that the rain lets up for Saturday night. I had plans of a bonfire. I love bonfires, so I had plans of having a bonfire and being outside. I love to be outside, but I think they're calling for something like 60% chance of rain, so I'm like, ugh. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Okay, now I'm coming in with my dark soft suede, and again, anywhere that they have those lines, I have just put a few dots of that there. And I'm going to just fill in the ears for a bit of a shadow. And I went on Pinterest actually to look and see what a giraffe actually looks like, the coloring. So you can make your giraffe any color you want. Okay, so there is the inside of my card. That's the way it's going to look. So now we've given this one here a moment to dry. So seeing as I already have this one in my hand, I'm going to just come right in here and do the ears and the top of his little, is that antlers? I don't know. So then we'll switch over to the dark. So after I created this card, because my order arrived last night, my first order, and this included my paper shares. So those of you that have ordered paper shares, I've been working away on cutting it. It's quite a lot of cutting. So it should be done. Today is Thursday, June the 13th. So I should be done cutting by this evening, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. And I'll be messaging everybody to come and do their pickup. So that way they've got all of their fabulous DSP if they want to do any crafting this weekend with it. Okay, I think I've covered every area that has again, I'm not doing tons of blending. This was the first image that I wanted to use. I'm not sure. That sloth is pretty darn cute as well. So I think maybe I'll be playing with it next. We'll see. I have to get some other work done first before playtime. It's okay. I'm trying to do this very quickly because watching somebody color can be quite boring, so I don't want to bore you. So I may have gone over the lines in a couple areas with the spots, but I'm covering them up with the soft suede, so it's not too big of a deal. And you don't even have to, like I said, you don't even have to add any of the darker colors at all if you don't want to. That's completely up to you. Okay, now I'm coming back in with my dark soft suede, and I'm just adding just a little bit wherever those lines are. And I'm just dotting it. That's all you really need to do. Oh, wrong end. All right, so you don't want to overwork it too much or you will get bleeding. And we don't want bleeding in our mango melody. All right, I'm not talking as I'm coloring because I need to focus. And I'm going to do the hooves with that. All right, and now my giraffe is standing on the ground, so I'm just going to come in and add a few more lines down there, and then I'll come in with my light and bring that up and just kind of blend that out. I'm doing more blending on this than I did on the actual giraffe. Just so that it gives some light and dark areas. Just like that. Okay. So there is my cute giraffe. All right, so let's bring in the silicone craft sheet. Hi, Carol, how are you? Whoops. My liquid glue. Now, all of the measurements will be on my blog on Saturday, the 15th. If you're wanting to get any of those, as well as the product links, I will be posting this to my YouTube channel. As always, as well, it'll be live on Saturday. Bring in my bone folder. A necessity, in my opinion, and just getting this to line up. It kind of bugs me when my cards aren't nice and this does not want to cooperate. There we go. I like my edges to meet up. Okay. No, I'm not loving this cool wet day either, Carol. Yeah, I love this set. It is so cute. And the sentiments are awesome. I love these character stamp sets, especially when they have the punny sentiments that go with it. And this here sentiment, that's just like, wow, that's perfect. Okay, so let's bring in... Now, it's still a little damp, so I don't know how well it's going to stick. But look at this. I mean, seriously, guys, look at that. It's not curled up. How fabulous is that? It is, if I hold it like that, look at that. And it's a cool, my office is in the basement, my craft room, so it is generally a little damper down here, and you can see that this is not curling up. It is basically flat. I absolutely love this. I think I ordered 2 packages to start, but I think I will be ordering a whole bunch more because, wow, this is fabulous. All right, so I'm going to add my liquid glue. And put that. Flip that over to... Hi, Sue, how are you? Yeah, look at that, guys. Wow, wow. That is still wet and it's not all curled. You seriously should order some yourself. It is so great. Okay, so I have my little bit of the burlap ribbon just tucked under. I thought it just needed my card front. I mean, that is super cute, but to me it needed just a little something more. So I've got a little piece of the burlap ribbon. You don't need a whole lot. Okay, just pop this down. But this was pretty darn wet, and I have it. I'm okay, Sue. Thank you for asking. Okay, so what I want to do is, before I do anything else, I want to figure out whereabouts and how much I want sticking out. I think that should be good. So what I'm doing, I'm going to flip that over in case I got any powder on that. I have my tear and tape. So I love this stuff. It is so good for holding down ribbon. So let's just flip you back over. I want this open, the ribbon, just a bit. Okay. And I'm just going to tape that. Hi Jay, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. So I've just got my ribbon is just with my tear and tape is just attached like that. And then I'm going to close up my liquid glue here. And then you know how I don't like waste. We use every little bit. And I don't like it when my projects flop a bit, sink in the middle. So I'm just making sure that I have enough dimensionals on here. Dimensionals are not expensive, so feel free to use as many as possible. And I'm going to have to really scrub my hands just in case when I go back to finish cutting the Designer Series paper shares. I would hate to wreck some paper because I did not order every package in. So I don't want to have to make my ladies wait while I order more in because I messed up. Because I can't sub it out. Is that straight? I think that's straight. Maybe just there. Okay. So here is my original. And here is the card that I created with you today. So now that I'm done crafting, I can take a moment. I didn't want to say anything before because I knew I would tear up. But thank you so much for all of your thoughts, prayers, love that you have given to me with my losing my little baby, Lola. It's been rough. It's unbearably quiet in my house. Especially down here in the craft room, because Lola came everywhere with me. My children are all adults, so Lola really was my shadow. So it's very quiet. It's been hard. I know in time it will get better, but I think this is the first time in my adult life that I have not had a fur baby. And Lola being 15, I had her a long time. So it will, over time, get better, but right now I'm still pretty emotional about it. So thank you so much, everybody. I've gotten some beautiful thank you cards from friends and family, or thank you cards, sympathy cards from friends and family. So, yes, so that is all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. All of the products that I used today are available in my online store. Thank you, Debbie. And I will be back again next Thursday. Hopefully I won't be crying. So yeah. So thanks so much. Again, all the measurements will be Saturday on my blog. www.stampinwithmarcy.com. And if you're placing an order in my online store, if it's under $200, please use the host code so that I can send you a thank you gift. If it's over $200, don't use the host code. Stampin' Up! Gives you your own rewards, but I will still be sending you a thank you gift for your order. So thanks so much, everybody, for stopping by. I truly do appreciate it. And love and hugs to all of you. Bye for now.